What is the difference between annulment of vows, usually reserved for men before Rosh Hashanah, and Kol Nidre during Yom Kippur for everyone? I don't know why the annulment of vows applies only to men. But what is the purpose of annulling vows at all? The deeper meaning, of course, if you make a vow, you're supposed to fulfill it, and if you don't fulfill it, it's a sin. And it's a sin you may not even remember. You made vows, you don't remember what you made, you're not keeping it, you don't know you're not keeping it. How do you do tshuva for this? And so we annul the vows right before Rosh Hashanah and then again before Kol Nidre. But in the theme of the season, we want God to annul his vows. That if God decreed whatever he decreed and it's not so perfect and wonderful, we want him to annul that vow or decree. So since God keeps every commandment that he tells us to keep, so when we keep the commandment of annulling our vows, then God will annul his vows, and we can start all over again with a fresh slate. Vows don't necessarily mean I swear or I promise to do such and such. A vow can also mean anything you do more than 3 times in a row. In other words, a habit is also a vow. In fact, the habit is even more compelling than a vow. It's hard to break a habit. It's easy to break a vow. You make a vow because that compels you to fulfill what you vowed to do. But habit is much more effective, and you will usually do what your habit dictates. So we're trying to break not only verbal vows, but also habitual vows. In other words, the influence of our Yetzer Hara. So if during the year we have been loyal to the Yetzer Hara, we want to end that and start a new year free of those vows.